Michael, if you will, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Arrowhead Pond here in Anaheim, California, where tonight Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, along with your undisputed, undefeated King of Beers, Budweiser, this Bud's for you, present an evening of championship boxing for your entertainment. All the bouts are sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission. Let's get things started, ladies and gentlemen, with a 4-round bout. This is in the welterweight division. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, your referee, Chuck Hassett. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with white trim and weighing in at 149 pounds. Pardon me, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 149 pounds. He comes to us from Fort Humene, California, making his professional debut tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Ramon Acosta. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing red trimmed with white and weighs 150 pounds. From Bayamon, Puerto Rico, he brings a record of 1-0. That's by knockout victory, presenting Daniel Santos.
All right, Chuck Hassett now with the referee's instructions to the fighters.
Good luck.
Very simple good luck to each. And if Santos' bout here is as quick as his last one was, don't blink. That one lasted only 1:54. Ramon Acosta is his opponent. Santos trying to join what right now is a very good stable of Puerto Rican fighters around that are competing today. Felix Trinidad, of course, the top. Daniel Jimenez, a number of good Puerto Rican champions at this point. Santos a southpaw, so that doesn't do Acosta any favors here in his professional debut.
Nice body shot there by Acosta.
Tough spot to begin your pro career in, against the guy just coming out of the Olympic Games with the momentum that enabled him to earn a bronze medal.
Santos definitely looking to go downstairs first, Rich, to set up the overhand right.
Oh, left hand, straight left, and that's the end of this one.
Didn't take it long, did it?
Ramon Acosta knocked out with a straight left hand, and immediately Chuck Hassett was reaching in to get the mouthpiece out, and the doctors here in California jump into the ring immediately, and that's exactly what has happened here. A one-punch knockout for Daniel Santos.
It was a one-punch knockout, Rich, but he had already set it up with a couple of tremendous body blows, and Acosta had already gone to protect his body, and he just got nailed.
He's nodding and talking now to the doctor, so it appears unconscious, lifting his head up now. He'd like to get up, but they're keeping him down here for a minute. So what you had basically was a fighter who just was not ready to take on a fighter of this caliber.
Very much outclassed.
You know, Santos, despite the fact that he's had only one professional fight, obviously has a world of amateur experience behind him and great success.
Well, he's got 2 fights and 2 KOs, and boy, you can't be more impressive than he was in this fight.
I would imagine they will keep him very busy, fighting every month or two. Tonight's program here at the Arrowhead Pond being promoted by Top Rank, and Bob Arum has signed many of the top Olympians, in fact, to come out of the games in Atlanta, and Santos being among them, that they have very high hopes for.
Very impressive here tonight, and I'll tell you, it was the body shots that set up the big right hand. Acosta now getting to his feet. He appears to be okay, Rich, and that's good news.
Well, he went down hard, and Chuck Hassett, I thought, did a good job. He just didn't even bother to count. He was already waving it off, I think, before the kid hit the canvas. Acosta, it's just a little too late for him to be starting a professional career, I would think, at the age of 28, having never fought professionally.
Well, they continue to check him over in the ring. They've got him seated above us here, but he appears to be okay. He's nodding his head to the ringside doctor, and it looks like he's going to be okay. So good news there.
There you see Ramon. I think you could tell the difference, though, just in their styles and just in their technique and skill level, that he was not in the same world with Daniel Santos.
Well, in only his second fight to have to fight a fighter of the caliber of Santos, plus the fact that he's a southpaw, Rich, that didn't do him any favors at all.
There's the winner, Daniel Santos. He crossed that left hand right over and scored the knockout with the one punch that, as you heard Rick Lozano say, was set up basically. We'll take a look at it, Rick, take a look at the action and see exactly what happened with that big shot.
Well, here he is. He's got him cornered. He had already set him up with a couple of big body blows. And then right over the top, Rich, boom, the big left. Well, that wasn't the blow there. There it is, right over the top. Nice counter punching there by Santos. Caught him flush on the chin, and he's down. He's out before he ever hit the floor. We'll see it again from a different angle, Rich.
He countered right off of the miss. That's the key. The kid was wild and missed and wide open.
Well, very raw is Acosta. Very raw second pro fight, having to face the southpaw. Didn't really have much of a chance going into this one, Rich, and he took it right on the chin. Here's the punch right over the top, flush on the chin, and there you go, lights out.
Acosta totally telegraphed that punch, and it was easily evaded by Santos, who then scored the knockout. We'll get the official numbers now on the bout, and it did not take long here, less than a minute, for Daniel Santos to get the victory. So we'll hear the official rendering of this verdict and the time from Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 52 seconds of the very first round. His record now 2-0, 2 KOs. Con Bayamón, Puerto Rico, Daniel Santos.
So there's Daniel Santos, 2-0 in his career, and you can be sure you'll be seeing him back in action in the very near future with Bob Arum promoting his bouts.
Well, Bob definitely likes to keep his fighters busy, and this is one that you can bet will have some opponents in a great deal of fear after the way he handled his first two opponents, Rich. But he is one quite impressive young man.